Please note, views and opinions expressed in the course of this program do not represent that of OTV. Therefore, this channel is not liable to any legal action that may result from this program.
Ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí, ẹ sì káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ọmọ Oòduà tó ń dé sójú ìwòran yín o láti iléeṣẹ́ ìkànnì Wo TV. Òdu ni wá àwa kì í ṣàìmọ̀ fólókó. A tún ti dé o sórí ètò bá a ti ṣe máa ń dé. Tó ètò ọ̀hún ló wá balẹ̀ báyìí bí ọ̀wàrà òjò sójúde yín o. Àwa òmìnira bá wá pèrè fìdí àbẹ́ bá ń fìdí tí a pèrè mọ́lẹ̀. Kájọ kan lágbá mi ètò tòní nítorí pé ń dá mú afúra wa lórí ètò lónìí ó gbọgbọ́n. Kódà ó gbẹ̀ngbẹ́ ẹ jẹ́ ń pè ní ó gbẹ̀ngbẹ́ nítorí pé kàyéfì ọ̀rọ̀ kàbìtì la máa ń pè ní kàyéfì ọ̀rọ̀. Tó ẹ bá wá pèrè fìdí àbẹ́ bá ń fìdí tí a pèrè mọ́lẹ̀ ká kọ́ lágbá mi ètò tọ̀hún ká máa bá kíní ọ̀hún bọ̀ bá a ti ṣe máa ń ṣe tá a máa ń kìbọnú ara wọn lẹ́lẹ́yọ̀ ẹ̀yọ̀ bó bá ti wá yá yín bó bá ti yégun ni o ṣe mọ̀ pé o ti yọrẹ́ àwa tá a wà ń bí náà àbá tẹ̀lé wá bí torí pé bàbá débi iṣẹ́ ṣíṣe náà là á ṣe ó ti wá yá ẹja jọ karabodò torí pé àní karabodò tán ká tó ṣe máa wá parọ́ pò tútù mú wá o ó ti yá bó bá ti yá yín ẹja jọ lọ.
I would have loved to stand on the existing protocol, thereby saving time. Or the Justice for Mohbad movement would have died a natural death long ago if the Nigerian public, especially those on TikTok, would never stop demanding for justice every day, in spite of the blatant attempt to frustrate the process of justice and invariably sweep the case under the carpet as the usual practice here in Nigeria. For over a year, including midnight, TikTok hosts, their panelists, supporters, and most significantly, non-Nigerians, they expend their resources and sacrifice way so much into seeking justice for the late singer, Ilerioluwa Promise Aloba, also known as Mohbad. So I must specially pay homage to them. Also, Mohbad's father, Mr. Joseph Aloba, who up until now has not betrayed his son, his beloved son. He keeps on fighting, even when it seems he's standing alone within the family. I think it deserves a round of applause. Let's give him a round of applause. We must never underscore the role of the media and bloggers. The role they are playing is quite commendable. Permit me to say thank you to the representatives of the National Association of Nigerian Students present here, human rights activists, our donors and volunteers of Break the Silence Foundation. Without your support, this foundation would have remained voiceless. We have a team of dedicated lawyers, human rights lawyers present here today. Let me use the opportunity of this to officially introduce and express gratitude to our legal team at Break the Silence Foundation. You might as well call them public lawyers. They are Dr. S.O. Jimo. He has a PhD in law, so one step to becoming a professor. So please give him a round of applause. We're all trying over there. And of course, we have Barrister H.T. Mohammed. He was in court. He was in court. They are twins anyway. So Manshi was going around. And of course, we have Barrister H.K. Mohammed. He was also in court earlier today to represent us in court. And you know, it's quite funny the drama that came up there with once she exercised it. All right, we have so many other partners at Gravis Less Practice. That is a chamber that is working with Break the Silence Foundation. Please give them a round of applause. And even beyond, other lawyers that are also into this movement and beyond. So I want to say thank you for your decision to assist the struggle with your experience. And to our beautiful, amiable MC, today's volunteers, and the public. The public is grateful to all of you. We are grateful. We are indeed grateful. As you all can recall, a fortnight ago, we had our first press briefing. And it was quite successful, and noteworthy is the unexpected attendance of Adura Aloba in company of the mother, Abosede Adiola Olumuyi. They were accompanied by two uninvited guests and trespassers who almost turned the session into a rowdy and a near violent one. So I'm going to be using this opportunity to apologize to anyone who found that security lapses, offensive. We are going to be taking appropriate legal actions before it becomes statute bar, because such act and criminality is unacceptable, and we will not allow it to pass by. Today,
sorry, come to that flag.
Sorry, TVC. Sorry, TVC. Sorry, I apologize. See, I'm here. I apologize for that each. I didn't mean to go on. Today is a follow-up on that conference, which is Conference 2.0. We all can attest and draw conclusion to the fact that Adura Aloba, though came on that day, but did not show us anything to prove he was impersonated. No way. And of course, we allowed him and his mother, we gave them reasonable time, an opportunity to prove their points before the public and the whole world, as required by law. Yet, they wasted that opportunity to allow the world to hear them and to know about the sudden death of Mohbad. These were people that have first-hand information about how Mohbad died. They had opportunity. This is their son. This is their blood. But of course, we keep learning every day. When you see things like that, we continue to learn and say, is this the word, and is this what the word is all about? What exactly is the definition of family? But that, they couldn't prove to us that he was impersonated. And we could all see again today in court. The next thing is that they wanted to settle out of court. After 5-count charges, you claim somebody impersonated you, and suddenly you want to settle out of court. The funny thing is that I'm an actor. I never knew I would be meeting special actors. Oh yeah, Oscar, to relocate to Nigeria. It is beyond doubt that Adura, at the said press briefing, admitted he once owned the said phone in possession of Damola Ainde, and that both boys were brothers and close disciples of Mohbad, respectively. So it is not a case of stolen phone. This is not a case of stolen phone that was used to send the 30-second phone clip. Adura claimed to have sold the phone to the impersonator and forgot to log out of his TikTok account or delete his, video gallery. The height of it is that he confirmed at that press conference, you all could bear witness, that there is a lengthy version, which is about 12 minutes, out of the 3 seconds he sent to me. During the press conference, he confirmed the late singer, Mohbad, his fiancée, Womi Cynthia Aloba, and one person, he refused to divulge the name or the identity of a third person that was in the video. And if the men of the Nigerian police in charge of the case act swiftly, professionally, and promptly, they will retrieve the full video with ease. The excuse that the video is in the phone with the prosecutor in the ongoing impersonation case in Ogba Magistrate Court, where Adura is surprisingly made the complainant, would not be a threat to our own request for investigation into the confession of violence and video evidence that may have led to the death of late Ilerelua Promise Aloba, which is radically different from the case of impersonating that is ongoing at Oba Magistrate Court. It's most to be noted religiously that if Adura's iCloud is freshly installed in an iPhone, it will recover all images and documents on the phone with the investigating police officer, which of course will include the 12 minutes video in contention. So whatever it is that they're trying to do, the abracadabra, the family settlements meeting, come and worry. The point is, if the police will do the due diligence, it's very simple. We can even help them with a new iPhone. Adura, don't worry, just sit down, get a new iPhone, install your iCloud, the video in that phone with the prosecutor in court, everything in that phone will transfer into the one, and then we'll get the truth and justice to be served. So, and if we'll be honest with ourselves, it is my express opinion that Lagos State Police Command appeared to have been compromised in this homicide case of Mohbad. We wrote petitions since December 12th, 2024, no action, no progress. However, despite repeated demands for action, flowing from the above, it becomes pertinent that the higher command within the Nigerian police force takes over this case and starts the investigation afresh and in the most transparent manner. The public have lost trust and faith in the state criminal investigating department on this Mohbad's case they are handling, and that is the pure and honest truth. The trust is lost with the state CID, Lagos State Police Command. We cannot believe that they will get us the truth and justice in Mohbad's case, and that is why we are asking that the case should be taken away from them. And as a matter of fact, we have applied and we have written a petition towards that effect, that the case should be lifted away from them, and that is what we'll be expecting. There are conflicting reports, and our foundation, through our private investigation, is edging close to establish the exact date and time Mohbad died, that the police has failed to do. Unconfirmed reports and speculations already flying around is that Mohbad died on the 11th of September 2023 and not the 12th that was previously announced. And he was brought in dead, and rigomotis had already set in for someone rushed to two hospitals within 10 to 30 minutes of his house respectively. And this is it. What we are getting as feelers, because we swung into action as a human rights organization, we were able to cooperate and work with the police at some point. We decided to keep it low profile, and we were able to get a series of court injunctions. It wasn't an easy task. We started in December with the help of our solicitors, and we were able to move fast. Of course, the police, like I said, they are working, and they're working well. It's just a department that we are not comfortable with, and we got injunction to enter into the crime scene, where the crime and the event actually was domiciled, where Mohbad actually passed. You all can see I posted a video, and you saw what we were able to bring out in terms of the CCTV. There are so many other things that were detected, and the police are working on. And it's quite unfortunate that, again, from what we are getting, we just want a very concrete evidence that will be established, which is coming very soon, that Mohbad actually passed on the 11th. And then picture it yourself. Has it gotten to that stage for us in this country as a nation? How many of us would want either our son, daughter, or ourselves to actually, be killed by whoever, and then they keep your body somewhere 2-3 days, and then the next thing they did is, let's package the body and let's fool the public. And the same people that are meant to be your blood are now screaming, help us, doctor, help us, when I'm already dead 3 days ago. I don't think I want to belong to that kind of a family. And that is what we have to resist as a nation, as youths, as students, as upright citizens. This is a serious pandemic. If we allow this to pass, if the public fail in this part, there will be a serious problem. And certainly, this clearly tells us that the DVR may have been uprooted by those in the house with him when he passed. Furthermore, getting Mohbad's iCloud log in will equally solve the mystery, as the CCTV images will still be sitting in his archive. These are elementary things the police ought to know and done as part of the investigation. In the light of the above, the Nigerian police within 2 weeks will have to prove one thing to this foundation and to the public, that they are either using the police institution. I need you to underline that. Within 2 weeks, the Nigerian police will have to prove to all of us that they are either using the police institution to aid and abet criminals in the toga of murderers, or the Nigerian police will be standing by the public who want justice, no matter the personality involved. They have few weeks to prove that to us. And there is no way we will fold our hands and allow a privileged few manipulate and use a noble but sacred institution like the Nigerian police to achieve their criminal ego and machinations. With this new lead of video evidence and reasonable witness, if within 14 days, the video from Adura and confession will not lead to decisive arrest and DPP's advice, with the trial dates fixed, we will take to the street, particularly at Freedom Square or Jota, and we will seek justice in the court of public opinion. We will draw conclusion that criminality-minded fellows are now in control of the Nigerian police, particularly Lagos State Command, and that the Lagos State government has no respect for the rule of law. Nigerian youths will not spare any individual, no matter how highly placed, if fingered in the syndicate trying to help the killers of Mohbad evade justice. Justice for Mohbad is non-negotiable. No retreat, no surrender. And that is what we're going to be doing. If within days and weeks, we don't get the police to do their job, like I said, we have been interfacing with the right team in the Nigerian police. Nigerian police is under the exclusive list. It's being controlled by one command. One command, that is the federal headquarters in Abuja. But of course, this particular case of Mohbad, under the law and jurisdiction, is expected to be treated by the Lagos State Police Command, which of course, through this investigating department, the SCID. But of course, we are not satisfied. Just the way when you go to court and judges, they give you a judgment. If you're not satisfied, it is not arrogance. It is not because you are trying to be stubborn. If you think the case is not okay by you, it is your alienable right, it's your fundamental right to seek redress in a higher court. But Nigerians, we need to speak to ourselves, Nigerian youth and students. You must know your right, stand by it and defend it. In this particular one, we are not okay with the way the state command is handling Mohbad's case. And I can tell you, if it goes on like this, Mohbad will not get justice, in spite of the various evidence that are available. And that is why we have been able to take a legal action by informing the higher authority in the police command that it should take over the case file from the Lagos State Police Command, so that it will be balanced. Because how do you want to explain this? In the case that is in Ogba Magistrate Court, I am supposed to be the complainant. But whatever it is, I don't know, they turned me to a witness. Adura became the complainant. In your own lifetime, and you are a youth, you are a student, and you think the future will wait for you and without you playing a role. If you want the future and this country to be useful for you, you need to play a part in making it a better society. It's not going to turn up good for anybody with magic. Citizens of every country, they see the country and the flag as a sacred thing that they need to put their life on, to say we need to sacrifice. It is not politicians that go to the moon for America. They are citizens like you. What role are you playing to make this country better if you want to benefit from this country? Justice is one of the core pillars of the Nigerian society. If justice is taken away from any society, whether military, democratic, monarchic, any kind of government, then that country is already going down the drain. It's nosediving. Justice belongs to you. And that is why I'm calling on everybody. Mohbad look like he doesn't have a mother fighting for him. I'm calling on every mother in Nigeria. You can be his mother. He is on the morgue. It doesn't have to be your son before you fight for him. Stand up and fight for him. Mohbad looked like he doesn't have a sibling. Where are his siblings? Look at what is going on. Can you be his sibling, for heaven's sake? Can you just come through for him? Be that person that has got a conscience. Mohbad looked like he doesn't have much friends, because he used to have friends when he was alive. Millions of people following him. How many people are fighting for justice for him? How many of his friends do we have now? Including those that he collaborated with his talent. But you can stand up for him. I'm appealing to you to stand up for him. That should be our identity as a country, as a nation. Let us stand up for him. And of course, he has a father standing for him. You can be the second father. And that is the way, and that is how I want us to be identified as a nation. A nation that stand up together and fight for themselves. We all are Nigerians. And together, we will heal this country and get our country back and working well. And luta continua. Victory is certain. Justice for Mohbad, and thank you for listening to me. Thank you.